You're Conky Price.
You're Caleb Noble.
And what day is it?
Oh, it's Friday.
Friday. Gonna get down on Friday. Fun,
TGIF,
fun, fun.
Friday.
Till the
OKC.
weekend. Yeah,
Championship
OKC.
weekend.
That's right.
Hey.
Yeah,
check it
she's
out.
got a tuxedo on. It's pretty awesome. I like it.
Well, I'm showing off for the best performance category.
Yes.
What do you
So
think?
okay. So best performance. I'm gonna explain it to you guys. What's going on? So right now we're looking for top 25 horses voted for best performance of the show, and you have until Saturday night to cast your votes.
Where do you vote?
You vote on horseshowwire.com. So you go there, horseshowwire.com, and then
Or.
Yeah. I mean, this is how I do it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you go there, top 25, and if you make the top 25, get your friends to vote. November 15th, we come out with our e-magazine, which is our yearly issue for best performance of the show. And you have voting from November 15th to December 1st. On December 1st, only 2 weeks.
Hot and heavy voting.
And December 1st, we pick the winner. Whoever has the most votes gets $1,000.
So the point being, everybody rallies their troops, to vote for their horse,
Yeah.
and then you can use your own incentive program for the $1,000. I mean, with my meager math skills, there's lots of $10 bills and $1,000, and so you can distribute that to, somebody who has also gone out and promoted your horse.
Yeah.
And it's just tons of fun. And the thing that I've heard several times in just the past couple of days I've been here is the wonderful camaraderie in the Morgan community. And there are new people that have come to this show. They have not been to a lot of other Morgan shows, and particularly this one. And they comment on that just right out the get-go. And it makes me very proud and happy.
Yeah. So, all right. So what else do we talk about today? We met up with Zach Rowe, who's a Rainer. He's actually won, I think, 7 years in a row, world champion reigning here at OKC.
Well, and before that, he won Stock Seed Act.
Yeah. So he's got some titles under his belt. He's a cool guy, and he's actually a bull rider too.
Oh man.
And he's on like the amateur circuit, and or it's like just below PBR.
Right.
So he talked to us a little bit about reining and what they look for in horses, and it's really cool. What else did they talk about?
Well, he wore the GoPro too, didn't he?
No, he didn't do the GoPro.
Okay.
But
My bad.
we wore the GoPro.
Yes.
So you'll be seeing that too.
We wore the GoPro last night at the Outgate when we were, congratulating the newly crowned champions last night. So you'll see that tonight. And then also we're going to finish up the weekend that way with the GoPro in the gate. We also stopped by Broadmoor, our friends Mike Gobig and Dwayne Knowles, and they're in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. And they've had a wonderful week. They have super horses, fun clients. They've always been very supportive of Horse Show Wire. So we had a nice chat with them that you'll see later
and we
on.
talked to National Horsemen. They hosted the party up in Justin's Lounge, and it was a great time. And you got to take pictures in front of their sign with crazy glasses, and it was cool. Justin's Lounge is bumping. So.
Oh yeah. And Allison, from the hostess and owner of National Horseman, she's very gracious, and we are crazy about her, and we love her publications. So that went well.
Yeah. And who else did we talk to?
Let's see. Rushton. I did a nice piece while you were running the camera with Rushton Stables. That's Jerry Rushton and Stacy Hennessy, and they're from California.
Yeah.
Long time, very successful exhibitors here at Oklahoma. So
Yeah. So I think it should be a great show today.
exactly.
A lot of great people, lots of cool stuff happen. I mean, we're in it. What's better than that?
Horse Show Wire, dedicated to promoting the Morgan horse through digital innovation. The first to bring you e-blasts and social media promotions. The first to bring you live gate interviews.
It doesn't get any better than this.
The first to bring you in-depth farm interviews and pre-show coverage. The first to offer best performance of the show. We are innovative and passionate about what we do. Horse Show Wire.
I'm here with Jennifer Summers of Deer Creek, Mountain, California. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell me a little about your farm.
Well, we have a farm in the city, in LA area, and we promote Morgans and riding for all ages there, and right next to the main city, so it's nice. We get to attract new people into the industry with our location.
So how did you tell me your story a little bit. How did you get involved in the Morgan horses and maybe some mentors?
Well, when I was a small child and started taking riding lessons, a friend of my family's was a Morgan breeder in Southern California. And I was taking jumping lessons actually first, and then we went to a horse show and I saw Morgan's showing, and I saw the saddle seat division, and that was it. That was all she wrote. So that's what I wanted to do.
So what's your journey been since then?
Oh, it's been a long journey. I've been training and showing, and I taught equine science over at Cal Poly University for 11 years. Enjoyed doing that and coached the judging teams there, and I judge.
Cool. So tell me a little, how did you get into judging, and maybe what are some shows you've done recently?
Well, I got into it from judging teams at the university is how it all started.
Mm-hmm. You did Connecticut Morgan this year, right?
I did Connecticut Morgan, which was a very nice horse show.
That's awesome. So what do you like about judging?
I love it. I love just the privilege of getting to see all the beautiful horses and quality, and it's just a passion of mine.
Mm-hmm. And what do you love about Morgan Grow National so much that you come back every year?
Oh, it's just so much excitement, and every division. I mean, the best of the best in every single division. It's a lot of excitement here, and you can feel the ambiance the whole time you're here.
This year definitely feels like it's very special.
Mm-hmm.
And even the stands on like Sunday, Monday night were pretty full, which looks great.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I was happy to see that.
Yeah. So what else do you do? So you do the horses, you have a farm, what else do you do?
I do pulse electromagnetic field therapy on horses.
Okay. And me, I did it. It was awesome.
Only people when they need it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how did you get into that?
We decided that we would like to do it on our own horses, so then I decided to go and train and purchase one and train to be able to do my own. So ended up going to the racetrack in Santa Anita and apprenticing there and learning there for a while, and started doing our own horses in our own barn, and then from there started getting asked to do other barns, and there
snowball.
Yeah.
There's probably no snowballs around where you guys are, but snowball effect. So what could you say to people that have never maybe heard about it and are like, oh, that's like kooky stuff? Like what would you say to them, you know?
Well, and that happens a lot. I think it's some kind of voodoo thing that I've got going on. And the first thing I do, I ask them, well, do you have a problem? Do you hurt anywhere? And we put it on them and let them give it a try. Usually they're sold after that.
Yeah, I'm sold. That's for sure.
That's usually all it takes. Let the people try it first and see what it's like.
So
Yeah.
we were talking before, like the horses react. How do the horses react to something like that?
Well, they're very obvious in their communication and their reaction. First thing, they will drop their head and look relaxed. And then there's physiological changes that happen when the release of endorphins happen to them. And they'll lick, they'll chew, they'll blink a bunch of times, they'll take deep breaths, they'll yawn. All those things.
Shane was telling me that like a horse, if it has a lot of pain, it will literally like lean into it. Like it's like, oh man, that feels so good.
Yeah, and sometimes if there's an area and I'm trying to find it, they'll like lean towards it, or they'll actually even like take their nose and point, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but they do. Yeah.
So it's really helping. It's really helping the animal and
Right.
and even people. So that's really awesome, and it's definitely something different. And I'm a believer now, so it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very rewarding to see the results and to make them be their best and feel as good as they can.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking
You're
to me,
welcome.
and good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
And it should be a great championship weekend.
Yep, it will be.
New stores, new look. The outlet shops at Oklahoma City.
Here is Horse Show Wire, Conky and Caleb double teaming Mike and Dwayne from Broadmoor. Dwayne, you are Mr. Knowles, correct?
Correct.
And Mike is Gobig.
Correct.
What's your real first name?
William
And
Bernard.
that's exactly
Thank
right.
you for bringing that up.
Well, it's that when we first knew one another,
Yes,
that
absolutely. Yes.
and your dad was well deserved to, that you took on the apple doesn't far from the tree,
Exactly right.
moniker. Yeah. So you're in Kutztown, PA, and we were talking about Kutztown is famous for,
Kutztown Folk Festival and Kutztown College.
well, and do you participate in folk festivaling or colleging?
We don't. We are always gone that time of the year
Uh-huh.
at Northampton.
So what is Broadmoor famous for? What do you guys like to do client-wise and horse-wise and participation in our breed?
It's been around for a long time, so that's one asset right there.
But you have wonderful amateurs and junior exhibitors. They come from all parts of the globe. One of the one recently, though, moved from Austria to New York, so that makes it easier.
That makes our life a lot easier,
Yeah.
and hers life a lot easier also.
But when she started with you, tell that story.
Let's see, she started 34 years ago when she was 14.
Well, that certainly bodes well for the relationship.
She did a great job of explaining herself yesterday. She told RH that she was a junior trapped in a master's body, and I thought that's the best description she'd ever given of herself.
So why do you guys do what you do?
I like the camaraderie and the competition.
What about you?
I'm a third generation horse person like you are, so you're fourth probably, so
Fifth.
it's just where we're at.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
That's part of life, right?
Yep. That's exactly right.
Be empty without it. I think all of us standing here, I think life wouldn't be complete without the horses for sure.
Absolutely.
So how's the show going so far this week for you guys?
It's really been good.
Yeah, it's good. Ups and downs, and some defeats and some wins.
It's a real world championship horse show. You know, you can't count on anything. The competition's always high. Your horse has to be absolutely spot on every trip, and they're equines, so they don't always participate the way you want them to.
Who do you have in your support crew that we want to thank and acknowledge?
For sure, Jane Bennett, who teaches our adult amateurs voraciously.
Yes.
And Stacy Meyer, who is our assistant trainer, our blacksmith.
Yeah, our
Mike Van
blacksmith,
Oy.
our vets, all the
Yeah.
staff that's here working their butts off all week for us.
The two gals that are here with you, we really have to give them
Absolutely,
girls.
Jane and Stacy.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep. And when we walked up, Stacy was judiciously vacuuming the carpet and making everything pretty for us.
We had a guy, and he just retired actually. He is with us 18 years, and that was his job, was the farm. He never left the farm in 18 years. Went to one horse show and hated it, and 18 years later he was still on the farm.
And he also handled all the stallions
Yes,
for
he
us
did
Oh, yeah.
Handled the studs for collecting and stuff,
Yeah.
and took care
and
of
learned
them
how
every
to
day.
do that,
Yeah.
so that was
He-
good.
First thing in the morning, the studs went out. He cleaned them, took care of them. It was really cool to have somebody for that length of time. Yeah.
You do have a wonderful establishment, and I mean, your clients have been there forever. And
Matt Dill's 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're dating yourself.
Yeah. And Kim 34 years. And well, it's 45 years for me to have a public stable this year.
And you're self-taught too.
I am. I'm still trying to get it right.
well, I think another thing of note is that Mike, in particular, gave back to the breed by participating as president of AMHA, and that is all-encompassing. It takes a lot of time and a whole lot of passion and dedication to the breed. How long were you president?
3 years.
Okay.
And that's the term you get.
Yeah. But you did wonderful things. I mean, and there were certainly some hiccups in the group under your,
Everybody that gets to that top of that food chain really is challenged and deserves all the kudos they can get. Everybody.
Now, do you think the breed has progressed in a forward motion since when you were in office?
I think we're more focused and there's less controversy for sure. Yeah, I think.
Well, a house divided can't stand, so that's a big plus.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think this shows, is a great indicator of that. Entries are good, participation in all sorts of divisions and disciplines. It's pretty cool.
Thank you for helping us out with the live stream. We really appreciate your support.
Absolutely.
And you guys are always so supportive of Horse Show Wire and everybody. And definitely great friends and great supporters of the Morgan breed. So we really appreciate all that you do.
Thanks.
So thank you, and have a good rest of your show.
We'll try. Thank you.
Oklahoma's morning people. You take your breaking news before breakfast. You want your weather before your workout. And you try to beat Sky 5 out the door. Oklahoma's own Ariel and Abby, getting you informed so you can get on with your day. And nobody's more accurate than Brad's first alert forecast. Join us tomorrow and see for yourself. Morning news for Oklahoma's morning people. KOCO 5 News in the morning.
To talk to you about your wonderful brainstorm with weekend attire with the bling and the finery. So tell us, how did that come about? And everybody I ask, I think, well, what do you think about Tony Lee's idea having everybody dress up for the weekend? Well, they think it is the greatest thing ever. So give me the backstory.
Well, there's no backstory. We've heard it year after year. I've heard it year after year. People say, oh, back in the old days.
Yeah.
So I thought it was time to bring the old days to the new days and throw out a challenge and get people to step up.
Well, this is something that we're going to bring up, in our Horse Show Wire interviews and ask people, what they're going to bring out for their glad rags, this weekend. And it's all thanks to you, my darling.
Oh, no. It was the committee. Also, we had at one of our meetings, we talked about it, and I said, well, I'll be the one. I'll throw out the challenge and see if people hate me or not hate me. But
No. I think, we will hold you in very high esteem, as always.
Awesome.
What else have you got in the works that you would like to share with the John Q. Unwashed public out there?
Well, we've just tried to do some new things. We tried to just liven up the lounge a little bit.
It's a blast.
Give it a nice name, Justin's.
It's a blast.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but we're announcing the breeding on all the results from the classes because people want to know that. And the breeder, we're announcing that too when it's relevant. And I don't know. It's a great horse show. I'm excited with all the turnout and all the great horses we've had this year, and the snafu with the ribbons. I feel really, really bad about that, but it's just one of those things. It just happened, and we're making it right. We're trying to make it right as quickly as possible, and we will.
Exactly.
One way or another, it will be made right.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it always comes up with people I talk to, and they'll say, well, do you get money when you show? And I kind of say, not really. And they'll say, well, what do you get, physically, a material thing? And I go, well, we get these satiny, shiny, ribbony things. And they go, really? And so
they're important. They're very important, and I understand that.
But there's, they are symbolic. So,
And we also get plaques, and we get the medallions. So at least we have those there. But we know it's so important when you get that ribbon to have it in your hand and to hang it on your barn curtains and have it out there. And I feel bad that we don't have that this year. But
don't you think it's a life's lesson?
That's true.
There you go.
That's true.
Exactly. Well, we love you. You do a fabulous job, and just
we love y'all.
Flag us down whenever you have anything to share that is noteworthy or gossipy. Got any gossip?
No, I don't have any that I can share right now.
Okay, I will let you go, dear. Love you.
But you know what? I'll be watching Horse Show Wire and MGN Today to find out.
Yes,
I want
yes.
that's where all the news will be.
We have our thumb on the pulse.
That you do. That you do.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Now, your KOCO5 First Alert Forecast, certified most accurate by WeatherAid.
I hope your Friday is off to a great start. After the rain chances this morning, now we are clearing out and going to see cloudy skies throughout the afternoon. Some sunshine filtering in, but certainly going to remain breezy throughout the day. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour today, cooling down to 66 degrees this afternoon.
Get your most accurate forecast anytime on KOCO.com and the KOCO app.
Sarah, it's that time of year again. They have the best performance of the show. It's pretty exciting stuff.
I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to see what people are going to vote and put in as the best performance.
And then November 15th, we have our yearly Best Performance e-magazine that comes out, and voting starts for the real Best Performance November 15th through December 1st. And then the winner on December 1st will be announced. And how much money are they going to win?
They win $1,000.
That's pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. So casting votes, you might be able to win $1,000. And if you think a horse can win, do it.
I would want to win $1,000, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely would. So get your friends on and start voting. And if you're top 25, you're in the running for the money. So I'm here with Kathleen Cable of Mod Jods. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Fun to be here.
Yeah, well, tell
Another
me.
year.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me a little bit about your ride last night first on Andiamo. That was fun to watch.
That was crazy, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous going in, and it was a little challenging, but it all worked out in the end,
Yeah,
and I was very happy with the results. But it was a little crazy in there.
Yeah. Inside the show ring, everybody knows you riding Andiamo. But what else do you do?
So I'm here with Mod Jods. I've been coming to this horse show now. Well, I went to the first Grand National in Detroit back in the 70s, and then took a little break, but now I've been here for the past 10 years, and it's been so much fun. And every year I would come to the Mod Jods booth and basically buy it out because I only saw Mod Jods once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And between my daughters, my trainer, my trainer's daughter, all of us would, just come and spend lots of money. And I became good friends with Lynn Moeller, the owner and the person who started the company. And she asked me if I would help her out because she does most of the saddlebred shows. And I was in California at the time going to all the shows there, and she didn't have a rep, so I said I'd be happy to do that. And then it kind of expanded to the shows on the East Coast that I go to now. And it's been great. I love the product, obviously, because I always bought it every year. And it's nice because you get to meet so many new people, too, that you've never met before.
Yeah.
So that part of it is fun. And I actually went to college for fashion and merchandising and retail. That was what my major was in college, and I never ended up doing anything with it. So now I'm combining my two passions, the horses and fun clothes.
Yeah. Can you explain to people what Mod Jods are?
Well, basically, they're just a wonderful riding pant to practice in, but you can show in them too. Our most popular jod is our signature jod. It's a really beautiful, stretchy fabric that is so comfortable to wear. It actually feels like a yoga pant on, but you can show in these too. So a lot of people buy them like at the beginning in a pinch if they needed a pair of Jods, but now people just wear them. They can wear them with a day coat, and they come in black and navy and gray and this pretty stone color, and then a lighter tan like a khaki. But this is our best seller.
Yeah.
Everybody loves these. They put them on, they don't want to take them off. We have a lighter fabric, which we call our elite fabric, which also has a lot of stretch in it, but not quite as thick as the signature. They are for people like that live in Florida or the warmer climates. It's just a little bit lighter, and if they're in the hot weather. But everybody loves Mod Jods. Everybody comes back. It's been wonderful. Everybody just enjoys wearing them to ride because they're so comfortable.
Now tell me about what you're wearing, your top, because you look so fashionable right now.
Oh, thank you so much. So my good friend Jen sells gorgeous cashmere shawls, pashminas, scarves, hats, and gloves. And she did great at New England, decided to come here to Oklahoma, and has been doing phenomenally well. Her things are so beautiful, and she's so knowledgeable of the market, really understands the way things are made and they're hand dyed. So what we decided was it's a great look with your Jods.
So tell us a little bit about your product.
Okay, my product is Italian cashmere. My company's based in Vienna, Austria. We have one size fits all, and most of the people here have been really interested in the ponchos. I have really beautiful hats. I do a lot of trim work with fur. It works really well in the equestrian world. We've discovered that it's a very, very nice accessory to match to Jods. So
The Jod lady right here.
the Jod lady over here. We've combined our efforts to this show. And it's been really fun. A lot of people are having a super fun time with it. It's really light, but it's very warm. And since it's so cold in here, a lot of people have been coming just to get themselves one, but also as gifts. I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. Riders are very practical people. Their sport is really hard, but they're also a lot of elegant people. So you're going from a very tough, strenuous type of a situation and maybe have to flip gears right away, and you want to look glamorous a little bit. So put a little glam on. You put a poncho over your Jods. You're warm. You've got this flowy, nice feel. You're ready basically to go to dinner. You want to kick it up a little bit. You can put some fur on the collar, and you don't really look like you just came from the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's show them the fur that goes on this one. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So basically, we can be going from just wearing our tank top and our Jods and riding to putting on a pashmina like this, and you look great.
Yep.
But you want to kick it up a notch? We do this. We just do a little bit of a furry bow wrap, and you are really ready for absolutely anything. Right.
Yeah.
And so you're just beautiful, very dressed and elegant, and the back is so pretty, shows your back, and it's just a pretty look to go out to dinner after the horse show.
Cool.
And no one would ever know you're wearing Jods.
Yeah.
What does West Coast Morgans do that perhaps would be a little different than somebody else, because you are extremely successful, wonderful promoters, and who do you think your demographic is, because your numbers keep increasing and it's very successful?
Well, our demographic is the local community. When we picked the farm 15 years ago to build in our area, it was a booming middle to upper middle class neighborhood with lots of families and lots of junior exhibitors, and we realized that's where the market was. In Tampa, Florida, we have a phenomenal trainer, and my wife does a great job running the lesson program and the academy program.
Okay, gals, but how about your input relative to the demographic, how it works for you and what your contributions are, and where do you feel it's going?
I feel that our program has grown tremendously from just a training program into a junior exhibitor strong team, largely because of summer camp and the lesson program and being available to the clients and having a good business-like schedule. I think all those things have facilitated the growth of the business.
Wonderful.
As well as a good location.
Val,
Great location.
And you are trainer par excellence. You wear so many hats in so many divisions, and isn't that a little hard on you that, you know, a lot of the trainers try and have a specialty and you do well in all your divisions?
I try very hard in all my divisions, and we do everything. We have your regular saddle seat, your hunt seat, all equitation. We do dressage, western dressage, carriage, everything. I love the versatility of the Morgan, and I love the ability that I can actually compete very well with all of my junior exhibitors and do well.
Wonderful. And I mentioned earlier, one of our other Florida exhibitors that's here that I just ran into is Tom Johnson, and he, in a non-related horse accident, fell off a lean-to roof that he was repairing and punctured a lung and broke some ribs, and his timing was terrible because it was early September, and one of our local shows that you people as well as Tom support in Florida, and it just makes, you know, for wonderful exposure for Morgans in Marion County. So it was right before that, he couldn't go there, and then of course prepping for here. So he said to me, the first two people to call me when I was down and out in the hospital were Valerie Seamer and Winograd, and with the opportunity to use their expertise and their sweat equity in any way that you know, was required. So he's very, very appreciative, and so I want everybody out in the big world to know that.
Well, can I say something on that? Florida is a small Morgan community, but is a huge family. We all root for each other. We're all cheering for each other. I posted pictures from home, watching on the computer, of little Victoria that rides with Chris Kroll in Bridle Creek. We all root for each other. We all want each other to do really well at Oklahoma. And even at local shows, it is really just a family-type environment at all of our shows.
Exactly. And I really appreciate you mentioned Chris Cole's name, because Tom did as well, and we would be remiss and not.
And talking about Chris, and we are, the whole area of Florida, we are close to each other. One of my hunt equitation horses is not going to be able to compete today. He's sore, he's just not going to do it. So in tears, I passed Chris Cole, and she said, "What's wrong?" And I told her, and she said, "Well, you can use one of my horses." So my girl just got up on him, rode him, enjoyed him. I just entered him with 10 minutes to spare.
I have goose pimples. I'm getting verklempt, so I'm just going to hug and kiss you guys, and we're going to end this, because I certainly think that this bodes so well for, you know, our Morgan family, and I love you and I thank you.
It's a great group. Go Gators.
Wow.
stores. New look, the outlet shops at Oklahoma City.
Sarah, it's that time of year again. They have the best performance of the show. It's pretty exciting stuff.
I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to see what people are going to vote and put in as the best performance.
And then November 15th, we have our yearly Best Performance e-magazine that comes out, and voting starts for the real Best Performance November 15th through December 1st. And then the winner on December 1st will be announced, and how much money are they going to win?
They win $1,000.
That's pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. So casting votes, might be able to win $1,000. And if you think a horse can win, do it.
I would want to win $1,000, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely would. So get your friends on and start voting. And your top 25, you're in the running for the money. So I'm Caleb Noble with Allison Lambert, the owner of National Horseman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So tell me your story a little bit. You grew up in the horses. Tell me a little about that and how you transitioned into the National Horseman.
Well, we started showing horses when I was about 5 years old, saddlebreds, and my mom loved the industry so much. It was kind of our little thing that we did together. So she purchased the magazine back in the early 90s, and I started working there in about 98, selling subscriptions over the phone and, making $6 an hour. And I worked there for about 17 years. When my mom knew she wanted to retire and sell the magazine, I wanted to purchase it from her. I knew I wanted to take it to a little bit of a different level. And so kind of the rest is history there.
Tell me about your inspiration a little bit.
I'm inspired by just the people of this industry. There's no other sport where you can click heels with Fortune 500 company owners and heirs to huge corporations and doctors and lawyers. And, it's just such a wonderful industry, the people that make it go around. I love to get to know them. I like to get to know the people and the human interest side behind the horses.
So if someone wants to advertise you, what do they do?
Well, they can go to nationalhorseman.com. All of our contact information is on the website. We have a Facebook page or Instagram page, but they can go to National Horseman and all of our phone numbers are on there. Our Morgan representative is Lauren Tyner. Yeah, and she is on our website as well, but she is available for any Morgan person that wants to advertise, or they can contact our office and they'll forward them in the right direction.
So tell me a little bit about your story.
So I live in Florida. I started riding hunter jumpers when I was about 4. Bought my first Morgan when I was 10. Showed for a little while with Rick Davis, Ann Judd, Valerie Seymour from West Coast Morgans. So the whole Florida circuit, got to come up here for Oklahoma during my junior exhibitor years. Just kind of got into the breed, and it's been fun.
So then how did you get involved in the National Horseman?
So graduating high school and college, my goal was to find a job where I could have fun and, be around horses. So didn't really want to be a trainer, didn't want to really be a vet. This is the next best thing.
Cool. So what do you love about working for the magazine?
I love to travel. So getting to see all these fun places and all these people, getting to go different places to work and see beautiful horses all over the country is just amazing.
So you may wonder who edits all of this content in National Horseman. It's Megan Cassidy right here, ladies and gentlemen. She's pretty cool. I've been talking for a while. She's a cool cat behind the scenes. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
I am the editor, so I oversee every page that goes into the issue. We do grammatical checks, make sure that it's interesting content for our readers, as well as fact checking. So I'm a perfectionist, and it's been a really great job for me.
Cool. So what's your, did you go to school for print, or, what's your history?
Right, I went to school for English literature, So I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do, and about 2 weeks after my college graduation, I saw a posting for National Horseman, and I was so excited because it just seemed like a dream come true to work at a horse magazine, because I had grown up with horses, not saddlebreds or Morgans. I was in the 3-day event world, but they took me under their wing and taught me so much and took a chance on me, and I've just been happy to grow with this company.
That's really exciting. So there's a lot of fresh new faces and a lot of excited people in this magazine. It's really exciting to see the enthusiasm.
It's been great, and everybody has been so welcoming and so nice. And I'm usually in the office, so I'm finally putting names and faces together, which has been great. And I'm so excited to meet everybody.
Well, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
All right.
So what's the difference between ticket picking and ticket drawing?
Well, ticket picking sounds like you just pick a ticket, but ticket drawing is where we're going to draw for a free color ad in National Horseman.
That sounds fabulous. Are we going to do it right this second?
I think, are we? All right, let's do it.
You go, girl.
Thank you for everybody for participating in this. We had everybody that came to the party tonight got to put a raffle ticket in here to win a free color ad, so we're really excited.
Oh, and you do great for color.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
You
All
always,
right.
Yep. Bum, bum. Who's it say?
Alex Popper.
She's a little Florida girl. She's a cute.
Oh, we like little Florida girls.
She is a cutie patootie.
Well, good.
Yes.
I'm glad. We like giving color ads to free cutie patooties.
No, she's wonderful. West Coast Morgans.
West Coast Morgans, Alex Popper, you
Yay.
have won a free color ad.
Woohoo! Congratulations. You are delightful.
Damon's forecast helped me feel safe because it's so accurate.
Damon goes above and beyond day after day.
I noticed that he's always mentioning landmarks and exact locations.
I just love to be able to stop wherever I am and just look on Twitter real quick.
I really rely on Damon because I'm the one that keeps my family safe and I trust with accuracy.
He's passionate, but he's not scary. I can tell exactly what's going on to the minute.
Follow Damon Lane on Twitter, Facebook, tune into his forecast. He's not going to steer you wrong at all.
Jerry Rushton Stables, and Fisher is in center frame. And Stacy, how did you describe Fisher?
Fisher's the good one that everyone has not seen wandering around the barns.
Apparently you have doggy reputations to uphold.
Well, I have a puppy here, and he's having a hard time focusing on our barn aisle this week.
Well, understandably so. Now, Jerry Rushton and Stacy Hennessy, Jerry Rushton Stables. Now, how did everything come together? Give us some bio. Let's have some backstory.
All the way back, that's just way too far back to go all the backstory.
Well, you go in your comfort zone.
Stace moved to California to get out of the cold weather and work some horses, and I can't get her to leave now. So we just stuck together.
The weather is good.
and have continued to work horses, and we're lucky to have some nice clients who enjoy horses and are good to us. So we've just gradually managed to gather up some nice horses and hold our own at these horse shows.
Now, where did you start your horse training pennants?
I personally started with ponies, believe it or not. I worked for a man named Larry Bacon, and taught me everything about harness horses and harness ponies, and only worked for him for 3 or 4 years, but it was probably the biggest part of my life, and it has meant everything to me.
We miss Larry.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And Stace, however, started in the...
I grew up in the hunter jumper world, so I came from a hunter jumper family, and New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey. My whole family still does hunter jumpers. My sister-in-law has a great jumper right now. Wow. And I started riding at Bridal Veil. My dad used to haul horses for Anita Hoytsma, and there's a ton of us trainers that started at Bridal Veil, and I was one of them. I was 8 years old and went to Bridal Veil the first time and started riding there, so I rode there through my whole junior exhibitor career. And then went on, I worked for Sandy and Calvin, and went to Kentucky and worked for George Knight, and then moved to California.
What do we do out in the left coast at Rushton Stables?
We work our butts off. Yeah. We really like to start colts and do that kind of stuff. That has been a little hard the last few years. There are not a lot of colts out there, but we like to start our colts. And Stace gives her lessons, and we have a new assistant. Actually, not a new assistant, but a girl that's been with us for a while that has put together a decent lesson program. And so we're trying to do a little bit of everything out there. But we have a great group of amateur riders and drivers.
We have a lot of amateurs right now.
Yeah.
That's probably the majority of what we have right now.
So, Stace, please tell me about your lamp project. They're beautiful lamp shades.
They're a lot of fun. We have every horse that is a world champion gets a lamp. And I had insomnia a couple years ago and was messing around in the middle of the night on the internet and found them. And there's a guy in LA that makes them special for us. They have to be printed upside down because they're sconces and the pictures get a little smushed together, but they're cool. They're really fun. And everybody loves the lamps. Everybody that comes through loves the lamps.
Do you have a presence in your community at a local level to bring kids into the lesson program?
We struggle with that. We are a little further out than California people like to drive.
Okay.
It's hard to get anyone to go 15 minutes. They think you're a day away. Yeah. Ironically, most of our clients fly in or drive 6, 8, 10 hours, but it seems like getting people to go 20 minutes each way for a lesson is tough. So we struggle with that. We recently opened an annex barn in Los Angeles. We'll see how it goes. We have a great girl doing some lessons out there and getting people in from that area. And then as they want to show, they'll kind of get shifted out to our place. She wants to do lessons and bring them along, but she doesn't want to do the showing portion of it particularly. So she'll shift them out to our place when they want to get to this level, and we'll see how it goes.
We certainly wish you the best, and I guess I don't have to ask you, are you Beatles versus Rolling Stones, or is this just
definitely Beatles versus Stones.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. That's why I love you. Hey.
We went to the show at the Vegas show after this. From here, we go to the Vegas horse show.
Oh my.
And we get to have a few days of fun.
So that is fabulous.
We have a cool show.
Yeah.
I am happy for both of you. I'm crazy about both of you, and good luck the rest of the week for championship weekend coming right up.
Thanks, you, Con. I appreciate it very much.
You.
stores. New Look, the outlet shops at Oklahoma City.
Sarah, it's that time of year again. They have the best performance of the show. It's pretty exciting stuff.
I'm super excited, and I'm super excited to see what people are going to vote and put in as the best performance.
Yeah, definitely. And we have some victory passes for you guys at home, and people have already cast votes for these horses that you're seeing on the screen here in a little bit. So that's pretty cool already. People are already voting. It's a big deal.
And people can do that. They can put in their nominations for the horses up until Saturday as well.
And then Saturday night, they're going to announce the top 25. And then November 15th, we have our yearly Best Performance e-magazine that comes out. And voting starts for the real Best Performance November 15th through December 1st. And then the winner on December 1st will be announced. And how much money are they going to win?
They win $1,000.
That's pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. So casting votes, you might be able to win $1,000, and I think that's pretty awesome. So if you think a horse can win and you can get people to vote, do it, because it's definitely worth it.
I would want to win $1,000, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely would. So get your friends on and start voting. And if you're top 25, you're in the running for the money.
It must be championship weekend.
It is.
Conky's here.
It's so exciting.
Get ready, everybody. It's going to be great.
Can't wait. Yay, championship weekend. Yay! And the belle of the ball, Bella Hufford, is going to wear the roses. And what are you going in this weekend?
I have the Junior Western Pleasure class.
There
Yes,
you go.
There we go.
Okay. We're going to be cheering for
We're
you.
going to work hard.
Good job, baby.
Yay! Championship weekend! Woohoo!
Welcome to Championship Weekend.
Welcome to Championship Weekend at the Grand National. I don't know about you, Nick, but what I like best is the potential to win.
Welcome to the Championship Weekend, and we are looking so forward to all the fabulous horses and riders from all around the country.
Hey, welcome to Championship Weekend. I'm so excited to see how this weekend comes together. It's been an awesome week of competition, and all the championships seem like they're wide open, and everybody thinks going to just come back for everything. So I'm excited.
Welcome to Championship Weekend!
Championship Weekend with Miss Kitty.
What do we like the best about being here? I think it's seeing all of our friends and all these wonderful horses. Have a great show, everyone.
Welcome Championship Weekend.
Welcome to Championship Weekend.